behalf of that, we just want to apologize on you getting a little older each time. Hey, by the way, Dick, we're live, so if you want
Oh,
to
let me get
get
into
into
character here.
character right
Oh,
now,
we as in us. Right.
uh,
There you go.
You look great.
wonderful.
Folks, we're live here on Dick and Marty, and it is, of course, time once again for your favorite segment, Dick and Marty Read a Reddit, with your MC, Jordy Jacks. And beside us here is Mr. P from the legendary PTube community. And of course, my name's Dickie Long. Jordy, you said you had something for us, so go ahead and drop a load, bud.
So, uh, this seems to be like the modern day problem, right? And comes from a woman, which all women have problems. I don't mean that in a negative way either. And here's what she writes to us. I caught my boyfriend sexting his ex, and I didn't dump him.
Ooh.
What am I, stupid?
Yes.
So,
Is that the end of this one? No?
nope. Get to
Should
it.
be.
That was a quick one, folks.
Yep. That's
We want to thank everybody for coming out tonight.
next.
All right, we're gonna go with this. I've been dating a guy for almost 3 years now. It hasn't been easy for the majority of the time, mainly because we have totally different relationship styles. I'm very warm and affectionate. He is not at all. I crave intimacy and romance. He is not romantic in the least. Anyway, we worked very, very hard to meet one another halfway because we both agree that what we do have in common is worth working for. So about 4 or 5 months ago, I found out he was in contact with his ex. We had a fight and didn't speak for a few days, and he apparently thought it would be okay to send her very sexual texts, and she did the same in return. He said things to her that he would never say to me. I found out about it and confronted him, and he admitted that it was stupid and wrong, and he was sorry, etc. I don't know why, but I didn't break up with him and chose instead to work through it. It's been so hard. I keep seeing those texts in my mind and thinking about the nerve he had to send them behind my back. So this past weekend, I was using the camera on his phone. You weren't using the camera on his phone.
You lying mother.
You know what you were doing. Anyways, I opened the folder to look at the picture, and up pops a picture of his naked erect penis. It came up as a draft, as if he were sending it to someone. I turned the phone to face him and said, "Who is this meant for?" Note that he has never sent me a picture like that. If I asked, he would probably laugh in my face. He was speechless for a second and then sort of said, "I think you know who it was for."
Ooh, boss. This dude is a champion.
Uh, and he told me that it was from back when he was sexting his ex, and that he'd never sent it, and he didn't know why it popped up like that on his phone. I was shaking and furious. I walked out of his place fully motivated to dump him. I was so disgusted by it. I just didn't think he was that kind of person. So I went home and cried, and then, being the weakling that I am, ended up calling him later that night saying I wanted to come over and work it out. I know I shouldn't have. To most people, that's an unforgivable offense. I just wonder if I'm so afraid of being lonely that I can't muster the courage to break up with him. Am I an idiot?
Well, we established earlier that she was, but love makes you do stupid things, right?
That does.
You know, I don't know
Makes you
what to tell this lady, but I do know that I've got two guys with me here on the screen that are professionals in the matters below the heart, and this seems like that's what that was. And so, guys, if any one of you wants to weigh in on this, how do you think this woman should have reacted?
Happy, you go first.
Well, going back the same night to work it out is kind of it's a telltale sign that she's gonna forgive him.
Yep.
Normally, as people who are in a relationship for a while, you know, when there's a fight going and you want to have sort of that upper hand, whether you're right or wrong, you try to wait it out a little bit to see if one person's gonna bend and one person's not. Knowing she wasn't in the wrong and dude was sexting his ex, she's 100% not in the wrong, and she's the one saying, "Let's work this out." It's supposed to be his ass coming to her saying, "Babe, I'm sorry," whatever, blah blah blah. And nope, here she comes, fucking puppy dog crying at the window. It's cold. I want to work. Come on, dude. Girl spine. Girl fucking spine.
It's cold.
Pathetic.
There are
It's
wolves after me.
Yeah, it's pathetic. It's pathetic.
You see, the most interesting thing about this is that he looked at her and he went, "You know who it was for."
Exactly.
You know who it was for?
Dude.
He's a prick.
Dude,
He knows
No,
what
he's
he's
a
doing.
G.
He knows what
he's
he's
a
doing.
G. My girlfriend's nearby, so I don't want to say that too loud. But
girl's-
yes, he is a G. That's a gangster move.
There's definitely, she's not a Latina, first of all.
No, because she would
She
have
would
cut him.
have never had the time to write this. Or well, maybe. Well, she wrote
Uh-huh.
this. So,
She would have wrote it after popping his tires.
what popping his fucking eyes out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or every single one of his windows, even the
Mm.
little small, expensive ones in the back.
Those
What is
motherfuckers
it
are
with-
hard to break. Really hard to break.
What's up with chicks and windows?
They take time. Oh, if they're smart too, that's when you know there was a dude with him. If it's one of the windows that are like really expensive, not just a windshield, you know.
Yeah.
Smart like that. But that's
Smart.
a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother
Yeah.
topic.
Yeah.
Wow, unbelievable. I personally think this lady should have immediately, and this is not toxic, spike the phone into his face, directly
Yeah.
into his nose. And then when he's covering his eyes like this, you go in for the kill. He's guilty as charged. You should, maybe give him a licking and then get the hell out of there. He's sexting somebody else, let alone somebody he used to
Yeah, somebody he used to fuck.
fame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let alone he doesn't do that with her at all. At all. And does it? Oh my God. That's
Yeah, you got some right to feel some type of way.
that's some brass cojones right there, man.
Let's not get lost up in the facts. I mean, yeah, he doesn't do that with her, and that's a shame. But it's the fact that he's doing that with that other dropping.
But who knows? There's two sides to every story. What if she's a prude? What if she's like, oh no, don't send me stuff like that. I don't like that. You know what? What if someone texts my phone? What if he's like, I don't want to fucking send you a picture of my schlong, and she's not having it, but the other girl is. You never know. He could be lacking something, and maybe that's where the part where she could ask herself, well, maybe he's right. But
Maybe I brought this upon
for
myself.
him to say, you know who that's for? Yeah, you're done.
You
dude.
know who that's for.
Yeah, you're done. You're done.
So
That's what she should be
it's
like,
all about what,
and then just mayhem.
it's all about probably the look that he had on his face when he said that. He could have said something like, you know who it was for. Or he could have maybe had that look like, you know who it was for.
Yeah.
Like, and you know that one's a little more infuriating than the other
Yeah,
ones.
dude.
Put on a second pair of sunglasses, like, you know who it was for.
Yeah.
What was funny was that somebody mentioned, they were just like, idiot is the wrong word. I'd go with human. You're human.
Nah, you're
That was-
naive.
That was a woman that wrote that. Promise you.
You're a naive human. You just got to eat it. If you're gonna go back to him and stuff, you just got to eat the fact that you're stupid.
Yeah.
You can't like start bending reality and bending the truth to fit your narrative or whatever the fuck. You're stupid for going back to him. And if you do it once, you're probably gonna do it a whole bunch of times.
Mm-hmm.
Probably gonna keep doing
Oh,
it.
yeah.
If you let him,
Probably
let
got
somebody
doing
get.
it, especially if he gave you that face, like, you know who it was for. He's got in his head like, you know I'm a slut.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's like, you know I'm a slut. You know what I'm capable of doing. Why does this surprise you?
He's like, the old adage: a man gets an extra girlfriend for every 50 grand he makes. I make 100 grand, so I get an extra one.
Yeah.
And,
Waiting for the loaf of bread to come flying his way.
And that's real. But we'll talk about that on another episode. I want to thank you guys for joining us. This was a great one. As always, Jordy Jacks, Pete Duncan, right here on Dick and Marty Live. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for stopping by.
See ya.
Dick and Marty.